Catch you with another one. OG Frost TV. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. All right, we got the Commander in Chief. He going off. He say he don't want people in this country. He say he want them to find another place to be. Yeah, man. Good to be a FBA, man. See people still online arguing with FBA. Like the man say, you can go back to your country. You can fix up your country. We had left y'all 500 years ago, man. And just like when Jeremiah brother sold him, man, y'all came and found us, man. 500 years gone, and ain't nobody built nothing up in their country. They all had slaves, but they didn't build nothing up in their country. Come to the great US of A and say we are lazy. But if you go to Washington, D.C., you'll see on the National Mall, you will see our history and where we came from. But they refuse to be intelligent. People, they playing games with themselves. They're just like Karen Bass and the congressmen out there. They want to play us for straight suckers, straight idiots and straight clowns. No, we ain't gonna do that. See, you got your boy up there in Maryland. He want to run for office. Westmore, guess he gonna get with the Divine Nine and they gonna do their thing. Got some breaking news for him. We'll sit on the couch for we allow that. Y'all don't have nothing for us. Y'all don't have nothing for us. And everything coming to the light. We told you that the murder minorities were doing this and doing that. But you kept pointing your finger at Foundation of Black America. Now that the boys dressing in a quarter sports jacket, oh, it's a problem with that. Well, they got the pants pulled up and they dressing real nice. Y'all take it to them, FBA family. Keep dressing nice, get your reputation up. Get on ChatGPT, learn you some financial literacy. Whatever your strong suit is ain't at school, you get on ChatGPT and you learn every day. You go at it just like you would a basketball court or the football field. You hit it every day. You learn and you gain knowledge and wisdom every day. Sit back and observe these people. Don't listen to them because what they say and what they do is two different things. What they say out their mouth and what they do is two different things. Now, it's a good thing that we FBA because we don't get to hear all that Pan-Africanism, and all that other fake stuff. They got their fake religions and all that. You know, they say they Muslim. They don't know whether they Arabs or not. They don't know what color they is. I love it. I love all this confusion. Because with all the confusion, you just stay exactly who you is. FBA, baby. All day, every day. Twice on Sunday. Now here's the deal. We gonna lay low. We gonna act blind. We gonna mind our business. We need some healing going on. And for y'all out there that running up in people's houses, stop that, man. Ain't no money in nobody's house, man. Ain't no money in them stores, man. I done told y'all you gonna get 30 to life. That's what you gonna get. You gonna get 30 to life. And ain't nobody gonna feel no empathy for you now. So ain't no need to come up with them tears. Just like all the people that said they wasn't black. Or that they didn't want to deal with Foundation of Black America. They went to the movie theater and they seen this and they movie theater do not have no reflection on real life. These folks playing us for real suckers. And I mean real suckers. The politicians say they out in the streets. But here coming up close to 2020, finna be a new year. They finna be coming in your community. Like they playing games up there in New York. They say it's for everybody. So there's how you handle them when they come around and ask you for your vote. You tell them you're going to sit back and study whether you should vote for them or not. The same way that they sit there, sit back and study whether you need something or not, and it's for everybody. Then you tell them you're going to sit back and study them whether you should vote for them or not. And don't be listening to them fake priest pastors. They got no heaven or no hell to put you in. And they fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, it's only one true pastor in America. That's FBA. That's Geno Jenkins. All the rest of them trying to run a con to get the collection pass up. But they got a 501c. They could have been went to the government and got some change like the rest of them do. I see when Commander-in-Chief got in office, they ran out the country. That's just like that Golden Girl station every morning. They leaning toward it. They trying to manipulate the people, knowing they ain't got nothing to help the people. Trying to manipulate your vote, who you need to vote for. You don't need to vote for them people. Them people ain't done nothing for you in 60-some years, going on 70 years. Manipulating your vote, everybody else gets some when they come in. You can see that clear as day. Like Cat Williams said, everything done in the dark is coming to the light. See how it all coming to the light now. It all coming to the light now. It all coming to the light now. All of it coming to the light, ladies and gentlemen. The high power upstairs working mysterious ways. But just like Jeremiah and them brothers told him, they followed him into Africa. These folks, we left these folks 500 years. Now here all of them come with that foolishness. That failed tribalism in them failed countries. Now they want to hit us with the Pan-Africanism, that failed system also. Stop coming to us with them failed systems. If you don't want to meet us at the bank, then just say it and keep it moving. We'd rather you keep it moving and do you. We're tired of all these games being played, all these lies being told. Now all of a sudden they black again. No, you're not black. No, you're not even a Negro. No, you're not even that nigga. You probably want to move to California with them early morning games. You probably want to move to California with all them old silly games y'all trying to play. I even seen tether on tether. Oh, you need to listen. You need to do this. You need to. No. I told you now, we ain't got time for them tears. We ain't got time for them tears. I even see when they deported them. They called them back over here. Hey, can you go to the embassy? No, we can't help you. You can't go to the embassy. The embassy do what? You got to remember who you are now. You got to come on with all that crying, all that belly aching. You got to remember who you are. You're not black, and you definitely not FBA. You said when the commander got elected that they was going to deport us out of this country. Because out of all the minorities that committing crime, we got the worst crime statistics. But we don't bring none in here. We ain't got no fake massage parlors at sex shops. We're not bringing that through the border. We're not doing none of that. We doing what we always did, minded our business. Trying to get out from around you people, get some paper. And mind our business. And hope you spend 24 hours minding your, but you don't want to do that. So the commander-in-chief calling you out. He said your country stink. And you need to go back to your stinking country and build it. Well, I had been told you that. You can look way back on my third or fourth video. I've been told you go back to your homeland and build whatever you want to build. You got all the minerals in the ground. Over 800 trillion in the ground, but you don't want to go back and build it. You don't want to hold that government accountable. You don't want to stand up, man to man, woman to woman. You want to run around here and play with us. And we be laughing, because we know at the end of the day, you don't know what you're talking about. And you really don't think them people gonna turn against us for you, do you? Oh, man. And y'all be having me laugh when y'all say y'all contributed something to this country. I know what you contributed. Yeah. That's why the commander-in-chief told you go back to your country and build. just like him, we ain't seen you build nothing. Not in your own homeland. You ain't built nothing. Ain't no need of getting on the apps faking like you ready to go back. Just go on and go back. You ain't gotta tell us. No, you ain't got to tell us nothing. Just go to your country and build whatever you choose to build. But you're gonna have to go against them people that are running for your life. Hmm? And all that, hey man, if FBA get in power of this country, no, this country gonna run the same by that Constitution. But we won't be having no Sharia law. We won't be having none of that. Not one day of it. We won't be having these boys playing in these girls' bathrooms. We won't be having that. FBA down south, we won't be putting up with that. You want to start, son, just go right ahead on and start it. Mm-hmm. Stop playing that you could tell everybody else what they should think and feel. Don't nobody try to tell you what to think and feel. Hmm? When you first got in, yeah, the FBA trying to tell you, hey, this is what this is, that's what that. You just cheap labor. You just had to bring down the labor costs. You nothing special. Hmm? All right. You got in, you started scamming and scheming. Yeah. They were getting you a lot of EBTs, huh? They were doing a lot of underhand stuff for you. We know where y'all got it from, huh? But it ever crossed y'all mind that somebody would import somebody else to undermine somebody else that ain't done nothing to them either. Hmm? You gotta understand, man. You go all the way back from the beginning, man. Huh? Them folks would go down in there now, call them people inhuman and rape them women and enslave them babies. That's who you dealing with. If you don't know who that's who you dealing, that's who you dealing with. Somebody that will rape enslaved women, huh? And enslave the children of that woman, knowing that that's their bloodline. Hmm? And then say they 3/5 of you. So what would you doing then? They're saying them women for all them hundreds of years. Hmm? Hmm? Since everybody acting blind, dumb, and stupid. Hmm? Yeah, everybody acting blind, dumb, and stupid. But you want to be just like those people, though. So we have no problem with you. Only thing we asking is that you leave FBA alone and go mind your business. You want to get out there and protest, go right ahead. You want to get out there and march, go right ahead. But if you ask an FBA to join you, then we'll meet you at the bank. Yeah, we'll meet you at the bank. Who gonna bail us out? Then you know the officers get very aggressive when we come out there. Oh man, they ain't even getting aggressive with y'all, man. Ain't nobody been shot or nothing. They letting y'all push them, hit them in the face, hit them with everything. The athletes ain't saying, have you heard anything from Charles Barkley? You remember how they were burning up Elon cars? Yeah, man, they were burning up that man's car, man. He didn't say not one word. He didn't call nobody no animal, fool, or stupid or nothing, man. Huh? He stayed back and played quiet. Cause the Constitution wasn't going their way, like I said. They tried to make black man the face of crime, black woman the face of government assistance. But oh, what a mighty high power we serve. Look, I brought it out to the light. Huh? 88%. But the commander in chief said y'all been getting of them government assistance. But you hard working. You work sun up to sundown, 7 days a week, no pay. We all know that's a lie. But we got a national museum up on the mall up there in Washington, D.C., if you didn't know. Mm-hmm. Not like Elon daddy. Elon worth $1 trillion. His daddy will not leave South Africa. Who would have a son worth $1 trillion that could travel all over the world and complaining about another country but won't leave? Hmm? That tell you something. Hmm? That tell you a lot right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we've been saying to y'all. Just leave us alone. Go on and take your games and play your games over there. We know the CBC is bought and paid for. They vote really don't count. It's already bought and paid for. The lobbyists don't bought and paid for. That's why tell my people, get your lobby screw. Get financially literate. Open up your LLC. Put it in a trust fund. And write your will and put that in your children name. Let's take it to them, FBA family. We ain't got time to be on these apps arguing with these clowns about nothing. Because they ain't arguing about nothing. The man said it all yesterday. If you come over here with all that bitching and all that crime, you can go back to your home country and do whatever you want to do. Now you gotta accept that's what you want to do. You ain't got no running water. You ain't got no clean running water in them countries. You ain't got no running lights in them countries. Cause y'all ain't built nothing. In the 500 years we been gone, y'all ain't built nothing. And y'all had the audacity to call us lazy and call us a nation. Boy, y'all ought to see how we be laughing at y'all. Man, y'all some intelligent people to come to build something in y'all country. Highly intelligent y'all claim to be. Y'all scientists, y'all rocket scientists. I told the commander-in-chief he might well get all y'all together and send you up in space. Yeah, he might well send you up there in space and let them play these games down here on Earth that is climate change. I got some UFOs I can sell y'all for about 40 million a piece. You can look on this app and look at my cash app and send me 40 million a piece. I'll give you some UFOs. Cause that's exactly who y'all is. Unidentified flying objects to me. I'm not gonna get on these apps and be with the gossip. Who did what? I leave that to the Golden Girl channels to do that. Now both of them clowns had affairs on their wife. Now they sit in judgment of everybody else. Ain't got no heaven or hell to put nobody in. But oh boy, they slick at that tongue. Jealousy is a bad look on black men. Black man, you can tell he was raised by a woman when he got that jealousy in his heart. Yeah, you can tell he was raised by a woman and got that jealousy in his heart. Cause that's a bad look for a man. Anything one man can get, you can go get. So you shouldn't be having no jealousy in your heart. I want to wake you up your third eye and wake you all the way up. You got 7 senses. And I done told you, and I'm going to tell you young bucks again, young blood, go to get you a college degree. If you don't want to do that, go to get you a technical college degree. Study financial literacy on ChatGPT. Learn what a fiduciary is. Learn everything you need to know about financial literacy. How you get an LLC. How you open up a trust. How you write out a will. Learn everything you need to know. But our number one problem is we got some people in our community that want to teach everybody else why they teach us. That ain't gonna happen. But we gonna teach them a lesson come 2026. Cause they overdue. With all this clown shit. Knowing that they up there inside of trading. You're $100,000 a year, but you leave with 30, 40 million. In the house and the city, all that insider trading y'all got going on up there. Now you trying to use distraction tactics. Fear-mongering such, this didn't work. Come on out, let's work for everybody else, didn't work. And all of it coming to the light. Just like Cat said, what's done in the dark will come to the light. Either for our power side or the other side. And all that coming to the light. All right, trying to wake you up one more again. This is OG Frost TV. Hit that subscribe, like, and share button. All right, trying to get to 10,000.